Welcome to another edition of Grand Slam Wrestling. Big Paulie coming to you. Today we're in San Luis Obispo, virtually, California, for a Gold Rush card, the last Gold Rush card that we will have outside of Supercard weeks for the time being, hosted by the Western Circuit. And this is the last match of a five-match card. Uh, It's going to be Dusty Rhodes and Magnum TA, America's team, taking on Bruiser, Brody, and Hansen for the World Tag Team titles that America's team owns at the moment. This will be their first defense of the titles they won in a Battle Royal last week, as you may recall from last week's match of the week. We'll go over the card so far. We had a ladies' match. Lioness Azuka out of Japan and Fabulous Moolah have been going at it in out of the ring skirmishes in matches involving Mildred Burke's World Ladies Championship. So they had a match of their own, and Asuka won on disqualification when Moolah started ignoring referees' instructions at 19 minutes and 50 seconds into their match. Out west, we have a big feud between a couple of Bulldogs, Buzz Sawyer, and Brock Lesnar, managed by James J. Dillon. And this one went to a 30-minute draw, as did their first battle last week out west. So each man looking for a win in that feud. I changed the rating systems up a little bit and went to a simple ratings number where you slide up depending on who wins and who loses. Just based it off of title bout boxing a little bit. Like for instance, if Brock Lesnar had won cleanly, he would have gone up 34 points to number 67, and if Sawyer had won, he would have gone up past Brock Lesnar in the rankings, although he wouldn't have gained all that much. And we had two title matches prior to the main event that you're about to see. Road Warriors defeated Jericho. Road Warriors knocked off the Miller Brothers to win the belts last week, and they retained in this match, although Jericho, who had just been acquired by the West in a tag lottery, they were supposed to face Kernodle and Slaughter, Don Kernodle and Sergeant Slaughter, the Road Warriors were, but they were trade lotteried away, so the West picks up Jericho, Chris Jericho and the Big Show, and the Roadies had a little bit of trouble with them, but finally got the pin on them in 33-28. Then we had a couple of brawlers, Dick the Bruiser, who just beat Ric Flair for the Western title, up against Big Van Vader, and Ric Flair interfered in the match. They will have a rematch later on in the week out west for Dick the Bruiser's Western title, the first GSW championship that Dick the Bruiser had won, and that sets up our main event. America's team, Magnum TA, who had a car accident end his career in 1986. Bruiser Brody was stabbed by another wrestler. If you've ever seen Dark Side of the Ring, that great documentary series on Vice TV, his career ended prematurely in Bayamon, Puerto Rico in 1988. So both of these men were tragically had their careers cut short at about the same time. Dusty Rhodes and Stan Hansen on each respective team. This is for the World Tag Team titles. This is the first match we've done outside of World title defenses, and we'll have another one of those next week. Farmer Burns will be in the Western Circuit. One fall, 60-minute time limit. Brody and Hansen have to get a pinfall or a submission to claim the titles, and we are underway. Now, these are cards. These tag teams are on one card, so it's going to be tough to determine who's doing what to whom here because they are both mentioned collectively. So I'm going to make it up as I go along. And we'll have Brody start out for his team and Dusty Rhodes start out for his. And it was Brody punching Rhodes silly until he stops before the referee's 5 count, and that's a loss of 6 points of stamina. Brody and Hansen with an illegal turnbuckle move. So they're working on Dusty here, I would think, and that's a 6-point loss. Specialty move, big boot, and it's not over yet as Dusty kicks out at the count of 3. I would have to think Brody and Hansen would be the favorites to win this bout with their tag experiences in Japan. And Brody, we'll say, is working on Dusty here. And doing a little arm wrench action here for 15 points, and Brody and Hansen off to a good start. We'll put Hansen in the ring now, and an elbow smash on the Rhodes, a 7-point loss. Inside cradle, and Dusty finds the ropes. A legal elbow onto Rhodes. And they keep pounding away on Big Dust, one of the great stars of the Florida circuit. The suplex, there we go with the suplex again. Hansen on to Rhodes. Could this be a 3 count? No. And a body slam also does not get the pin. No dominant tag teams in the tag team world of wrestling's finest. And they jump on Dusty's arm. Dusty, a sad citizen here in the early going. And I think Magnum has been tagged in. We'll just say he is because we don't know. And let's see what happens outside the ring here. And they are ran into the ring apron. I would say Magnum ran Hansen into the ring apron. And they're trapped in a corner, but Magnum and Hansen break clean. And they lose control. Magnum TA, they go for a double noggin knocker on Brody and Hansen, and that is good for 20 points. Double axe handle, first pin attempt on Brody and Hansen, we'll say Hansen, and that was not successful. And quick tags by Brody and Hansen, they keep going in and out. And that wears America's team down, and Magnum in a little bit of a trouble now. Series of kicks by Brody onto the much smaller Magnum. And Brody and Hansen have built up quite a stamina advantage. They've only lost 32 points to America's team's 171. So could the title change hands tonight? This could be our first title change on Match of the Week. And they work down Magnum with some punches here. 6-point stamina loss for them. And a sleeper hold. Dusty has come back in the ring, and he's got that Weaver lock on Bruiser Brody, but Brody will find the ropes. Johnny Weaver, back in the late 80s, taught Dusty Rhodes the sleeper hold, and he started using that as his pet hold for a little while. And called it the Weaver lock after Johnny Weaver. Brody, see what happened here. Legal whip to the ropes by Rhodes onto Brody. As I make this up as I go along, as you can tell. Brody and Hansen distract the referee, and Rhodes is getting choked down by the tag rope. Ouch, 15-point stamina loss. And double team broken up. Action outside the ring, and Dusty Rhodes has been opened up. He has been lacerated, as a great wrestling announcer in these parts would say, and he's got a cut to the forehead, losing 25 points in cuts. If you get to 90, the match is stopped, and titles do not change hands on a cut. Let's see what happens here. Quick tags by Brody and Hansen. They're working over Rhodes, and they're working over that cut. That scar tissue on Dusty's forehead, that leaves a propensity for him to be opened up, and that's more stamina loss by Dusty and Magnum. This might be a very quick title reign for Magnum and Dusty. Specialty move for an object, and Dusty kicks out. The partner, Magnum TA, came in and broke up the count that I will say that Hansen had on on Dusty. A series of punches, and now Dusty and Magnum really getting worn down. Specialty move, Western Lariat by Hansen, and this could be it. We have our first title change on Match of the Week. Bruiser Brody and Stan Hansen are the new World Tag Team Champions in 11-19 as they pummel America's team in their very first defense. America's team, we barely knew ye. Bruiser, Brody, and Hansen are your brand new World Tag Team Champions. They win in 11-19. Quick work of Dusty and Magnum, and they will move on and defend their World Tag Team title. And they were in the Western Division, which means Dusty and Magnum will be looking for a new home. And that's your match. 11 minutes and 19 seconds is all it took, and we have brand new World Tag Team Champions. So I hope you enjoyed today's match. This has been Big Paulie coming to you. We'll catch you again next time. Bye bye for now, everybody.